Alright, Magic Gathering fans, today's segment is brought to you by GradedMagicCards.com, and I'm Daniel Chang, president of Graded Magic Cards. If you have any questions on Graded Magic Cards, please find us at GradedMagicCards.com or contact me at Daniel@GradedMagicCards.com. And today's segment is on more of graded cards that have been sold. We generally do these for cards that are significant, and today's segment is super significant. Here we go, and I hope you guys love these examples. First card is the beautiful, pristine BGS 10 Demonic Tutor. I mean, first off, this card is unbelievably beautiful. Just staggering how beautiful it is. It's an uncommon from the beta set, but one of the most iconic figures ever produced by Douglas Schuler. You may search your library for one card and take it into your hand, reshuffle library afterwards for 2 mana. I mean, that's unbelievably powerful, and it is the highest graded demonic tutor in the world, hands down. This card is stunning. Next card is a Power 9 card, which I didn't include in the last segment, but this is nonetheless a very beautiful card. It is the highest graded Ancestral Recall Alpha actually in the world. The back subgrades, in the back it has a subgrades. It is a 10 centering and all 9.5s. So in terms of a card grade, it is a 9.5 alpha. Just beautiful registration. Nothing wrong with this baby at all. The signature, if you look at this, I'm a fan of signatures, is a vintage 1993 Mark Poole signature. He has a kind of an interesting style back in the day. He never signs now in the middle with a very light, just a very legible type of signature. Now it's usually on the bottom and big like the Mark Poole. The autograph grade received a 9 out of 10. But really, if you look at it, it's basically flawless. Next card is one of my all-time favorite illustrations in the world, the beautiful Chaos Orb. And in fact, this is the highest graded Chaos Orb in the world, achieving 9.5 centering. And let me just tell you that 9.5 centering on a Chaos Orb is not easy to get. 10 corners, 10 edges, and 9 surface. So pristine edges and corners on this card. Absolutely gorgeous. And Udo, obviously, is now the owner of this card. Mark Tidine wrote this at Gen Con 2010 for Udo. There you go, Udo. What a beautiful card. I mean, the highest graded and centered beautifully. People know that the Beta Chaos Orb is hard to find centered sometimes. The next card, we have an amazing card here, the Beta Time Vault. Signed on the case by, actually on the card by Mark Tidine with a perfect 10 autograph. Look at this piece. The Time Vault has gained some extreme value recently because of its usage and play, but not only that, it has always been an important card for the set. Ungraded values are now well over $300, $400, $500, $600 easily for play to mint condition cards. So look in this piece. It's a one of a kind, the only signed Mark Tidine perfect 10 Time Vault in the world right now. Next we have a beautiful piece called the Beta Plateau, a dual land, all 9.5 subgrades. Signed on the case by Drew Tucker. We met him at Gen Con 2010. Very difficult to find his signature. Very interesting. But he does all his works on watercolor. Look at that. And if any of you know how to draw a watercolor, it is not easy. This piece has been reprinted. Was done by Cornelius Brudi on the revised set. You notice some changes in the revised edition. But this one has both red and white mana tap. As we all know, dual lands are extremely powerful because of their use to channel both types of mana, allowing you to have more possibilities. And next we have the beautiful, one and only BGS 9.5 Volcanic Island. And this piece is simply stunning with 9.5 centering. That means 50-50 top to bottom or left to right. In this case it's top to bottom, 55-45 left to right. A beautiful card because it channels the blue or the red mana, two very powerful colors. A very simple illustration by Brian Snowdy, but just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And the only one in the world. And I think we graded a couple PSA 10s. I think there's 3 PSA 10s in the world, but this is the only BGS 9.5. And I would tell you, it is very difficult to get one centered, left to right. Now I also have a couple other pieces here I'm going to kind of put out there. Here is 3 other pieces. This is the IC manipulator. I guess we're putting this piece because it's been reprinted, and this is the original illustration for the beta set by Douglas Schuler. And what's really nice about this piece is he personalized it for Udo on the back with a pen. Oops, there goes the card. And it says for Udo. Look at that. I mean, that is a cool figure by personal illustration by Douglas Schuler. That's really cool. I don't think I would ever sell that. That's kind of cool. Then we have a lightning bolt, and we all know this card very well, but it's signed by Christopher Rush on the case with a 9 signature. Very important here, it's a vintage 1993 Christopher Rush signature like the Black Lotus we have with a 9 autograph, but simply stunning. And this card has phenomenal subgrids. And very last but not least, the Lord of the Pit, a very powerful creature back in the day. Not a lot of use because it's high casting cost, but signed on the case by Mark Tedin. And a beautiful, beautiful card with all 9.5 subgrades. Well, there you go, folks. If you have any questions on graded Magic cards, please contact me at daniel@gradedmagiccards.com. I'll be happy to help you with any consignments, appraisals, sales of Magic cards, and really to maximize the value of your collection. We are the leaders of all graded authenticated vintage cards, and also we deal only with vintage cards. So find us first and we can help you maximize the value of your collection. Thanks again for watching, guys. Cheers.